Okay, so here's a piece of ash. I wonder if there's anything on it. Let's have a look. We're looking for black balls of fungus somewhere on it. Ah, there we go. Yes, this is it. I think this is King Alfred's cake, also known as coal fungus. It breaks off fairly easily. With a few little beetles underneath. It's quite damp at the moment, but once that dries out, that will become a very good tinder for us to use for lighting a fire. Actually, if there's one piece on this, there's probably more. Here's some more. The thing is to break it off and keep it somewhere dry, perhaps on the dashboard of the car, and within a week or two it's dry enough to use for lighting a fire. Let's see if there's any more on this branch, because I could do with building up my collection. Here's a piece. This one's a bit older, perhaps a bit drier. Let's see, no, this one's not breaking out. I've got 3 big pieces. Let's try further along. Yep, here's another one. Just breaks off very easily, and so you can see why it's called coal fungus. Gives your hands a sort of coaly feel. I think that's probably enough of a stock for the next couple of months of lighting fires without matches. So there are various ways of lighting a fire without matches. One of them is to use a bow and effectively friction. Another way is to use a magnifying glass, and I suppose ancient peoples would have used flintstones to make a spark. But one way to make a spark is to use something like this, which is a fire steel. They cost about 10 or 15 pounds, maybe as much as 20 pounds for a good one, and it consists of a piece of steel and a striker, and by pushing one against the other you make sparks like that. Now what you need with your sparks is some sort of kindling or tinder really, that you can put a spark onto and will light. Now there's one particularly good material, which is this King Alfred's cake, or coal fungus, sometimes called a cramp ball. Latin name is Daldinia concentrica. It's called that because it's got concentric rings inside it, and I've collected these from dead ash trees where they've formed as a fungus in the ash. You really only get them on ash, but once you've dried them for a while you have something that will act as an effective tinder. So I'll just break this up a little bit, and then I'll see if I can light a fire or get some sparks onto it to get a glow. Okay, so we've got the King Alfred's cake broken up so that it'll catch a spark, and now we just need to make a few sparks and hope that despite the wind one of them will catch. And there we are, I think it is catching. You can see a couple of points where a spark is taking. Oh. There certainly seems to be a light. The rest of my wet King Alfred's cakes. I'm not quite sure what we've got going here. Well, this way we've got the paper alight, and now we need to get some kindling onto it. Here we go.